Hello and welcome to a new gameplay series of Highrise City. I'm Icon and we're going to build a city on the Cape Town location, normal difficulty in this series. This is pretty much the release early access version that has hit Steam yesterday. So we're going to go through the game, have a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to show you what the early access has already in store for us and what's still missing. For now I can only see this coastline is looking pretty gorgeous. I wonder if this is some mineral deposit. We're going to check it out in a second. Because the first thing that I want to do is press that filter and check out where's the stuff. So there's iron ore. We ain't got no copper ore here in the vicinity. I can't see anything in the neighboring tiles either. Too bad. Let's see. Gold. Well, that's not that interesting. Gold, titanium, uranium, coal. So coal's down there. Clay is all along this patch, and quartz. Okay, looking right good there. Limestone, we ain't got nothing of that here, obviously. And this rocky coast piece here seems to be just decorational. Okay, so iron ore lives down there, coal lives over here, and clay lives over there. So I already can make up my mind that down here will be the industrial branch of our new town, and most of the living area I should rather put up here. Okay, it's quite important, I think, to check out where the resource distribution is at before you start building your town, because otherwise I had once a residential district on top of my clay deposit. Annoyed me a bit, and this way you can avoid that. Luckily, the distributions of the resources are always the same on that map, so if you played it once, you know what it's like. Okay, so that means, let's look at the clay one more time. Okay, so we're going to start gathering wood from here, and we're also going to start with the first things first, you know, we need wind power. So I'll just drop that down here. Wind power is producing noise pollution, but nothing beyond that. We're now starting out with some lumberjack. So let's see. Okay, wood is not that easy to fetch in that area. I don't want to have such a low percentile on that one. We're going to go for a location here. 90% is good enough for me because we can upgrade that in the course of the game by researching new technologies. So let's draw a road over here, all the way to the coastline, I'd say, because we'll have to put up Fisher's stuff too. And one thing as a warning, I'm usually notoriously bad at road infrastructure, so my goal for this game is also to learn a little bit about that. And feel free to give me some piece of good advice in the comment section below. I really don't mind if you guys keep up a nice and friendly tone. That's the only thing I ask you for. Okay, so we got the lumberjack down, and we're going to need a couple of workers, and let's put up water. Yeah, water is also very important. I'll be putting up the water tower right next here to the coastline, I'd say. And we're going to designate a couple of craftsman districts in a sec. But first things first, I want to draw one road down here. Not too far, though. This is going to be the expansion towards the industrial district. And I'm going to put up a little bit of a crossroads here. And we're going to put up here our residential district. I just try to give a little bit of a forethought about the things we are building here. Because it's way more effort to readjust things once they're already down. So people are moving in. And I'll just put up a fishery here. There we go. And we'll also need the distribution industry. It was... no, here. Carriers, they're called exactly. So, we're going to put up one carrier office there. I'm pretty sure they'll get the job done here for now. Okay, So we're out of water, not a surprise because I haven't put down any water pipes yet. Shame on me. So here we go. That's the water. People should be happy there. Alrighty. So, of course, this is a little bit desolate and it won't get as far. So, let's put up a new veggie farm there. Yeah, I know how farms are built. I haven't managed to turn off this annoying tooltip. If anybody knows how you can do that, let me know, please. I surely haven't found the configuration yet. Whoops. I wanted to... So, lack of construction resource. Oh no! We don't have enough timber. So I'll just fast forward now until we've got that timber. I need to build another lumberjack. I'm well aware of that. 13. Come on, just one more. Yeah, I totally think one lumberjack at the beginning is not enough. Okay, people are grumpy. Very, very grumpy. Why so? Because they don't have food, I guess. They get fish. I'd be grumpy too if I'd only get fish. Now, let's... yeah, here, building material. Let's build up another... Write another lumberjack there. 2 should be enough for now. And let's see, we ain't got enough water, and we're lacking office space. Sure thing. No big surprise. At the beginning, the game is pretty much telling you that everything you do is not enough, and people are constantly unhappy. Your cash flow is constantly negative, but that will be thing of the past quite soon. Okay. So we need office space. This is one thing I like about this game. We can't build... We can't do any industry without the office space. Just in real life, like in real life, you need offices to get this whole administrational stuff done. And the best part about it is offices. They yield quite a nice amount of income because they give you a lot of rental. So, looks like we're out of workers officially. Let's change that. As soon as I have timber for that. In the early phase, this game is pretty ungrateful to my expansionistic plans there. Okay, here we go. Couple of extra people moving in, and that's going to resolve all these no population problems there. Luckily, it doesn't matter if your population is super unhappy or not at the beginning of the game, at least. They'll just do the job, even if they're only satisfied with a 33%. It's not exactly a lot. Well, well. I can't wait to get enough workers down to get that second lumberjack going. I guess I should have built 2 lumberjacks right from the beginning before I started building the other stuff, but yeah, well. I'm still optimizing my game plan here. So, people are moving in. And we got ourselves officially a settlement now. So, I can build now clay pits and brickyards and fruit farms. Also, our people now have new needs. So, we need a garbage carrier. Well, well, where to put the garbage carriers? I guess the best idea I can come up with from the beginning is to put the garbage disposal somewhere into the vicinity where our industry will live ultimately. So I'd say let's go down there with this stuff. Luckily, we're going to be able to build buy new land plots during the game, so we're not stuck forever with that. Okay, one local garbage collector and a little bit of garbage zone behind that is all we're going to go for right now. The thing is, these things do just cost money and nothing else, so You've got to be careful with them. Zone of reach is definitely all the way up to my residential area. That's good. Although it will fail up there. That's a bit of a shame, but what can we do? So we need more residential area, the game tells me. So I'll build more residential area for now. Population craftsman is unhappy. Well, we're working on that. We got the veg, so the next thing we need is fruit. Let's put that up. As soon as my wood income is high enough, that is. I mean, we are producing, well, how much per month do I actually produce? Hard to tell. So, these guys are... Oh, my local carrier is overburdened. Let's put up another office then. I was just wondering how this place could be overfilled there. And as we see here, those streets also have a little bit of a of trouble there, getting their job done. I mean, I would love to just put a one-way road somewhere down here, so our transporters who are just carrying wood away could have an easier pathing, but, well, one thing at a time. Now, we're bleeding money, and I need more jobs, but I also have all the building material I need. So, let's get started with the fruit farm. Oh, no, I can't, because we're going to need the clay pit first. I forgot. Whoopsie! Okay. So... let's put that down here. So, there we go. And the brickyard. Do I put that right next to that? Oh, I guess so. I mean, I am building this area here as an industrial district. I wonder if pollution is a problem for farming. We're going to try that out. I seriously have no clue about that, and I want to find it out. So, where's a shortage of water? Ah, here. Okay. Of course. Now, we're, of course, also not gaining more money because, you know, right now I'm just creating more costs for myself, and we can use yet another carrier. Luckily, we can replace those carriers in the future with more efficient ones, but we really need to transport those bricks as soon as possible. Okay. Let's fast forward a bit, because we can't do much more than just wait for the material for the fruit farm here. But it shouldn't take forever until we got the first delivery of clay. So they're transporting the clay to the carrier, and the carrier transports it then to the... okay. Probably should have had the carrier somewhere else, and it's already quite clearly visible that these streets are a little bit inefficient, but that's okay. We'll cover that in the future. A bit more office space has been asked for. I like office space because office space is always a nice source of income. Alright, so now they can do the brickyard. As you see, the brickyard was not able to be operated, or they didn't operate the brickyard because there was not enough office space there. So, let's see if that changes anything. Can my carriers access this like a roundabout? We'll see about that. Ah, finally, the first bricks are there. Beautiful. Fruit farm. So I'll just do the farming over here. Boom. So we need yet again 13 bricks for that, but that's okay. I'd rather have a little bit of a larger farm instead of several small farms. I personally prefer larger farms, because I think we benefit a lot out of that. Yeah, I know how a farm is built, dear game. So kind of you to tell it to me every single time that I build a new one. I'm merely waiting for my material. Well, stuff's growing better once you've made some progress in that regard. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so I bet that we'll need more office. Ooh, I'm out of power. Yeah, those wind turbines, they are a little bit low in the output. So, lack of workers. Oh, that's music in my ears. So there we go. And I bet that we're going to have a lack of office space as well. So you guys, do we have now enough workers or not? Good question. Next question. Alright, we are officially a valley now, which means larger things are accessible for me. But most importantly, we also have now access to larger streets and trading and credits. So there's a lot possible now, which wasn't possible before. Beautiful. Okay, that's looking not too bad, is it? Alright, our income is also slowly growing more positive here. That's neat, isn't it? So I want to put up a little bit more services here. Buy spices, no thanks. So let's put up a doctor's office somewhere. Well, I'll put it down here. This is making our population a little bit happier. And now the next question is, which kind of industry do I expand into next? I have an idea though. So first things first, I want to have a street alongside of the coastline here, and I want here a small port. Okay. Why so? Oh, we grew pretty quickly here. Wow. Now I soared through two breakpoints right away. So we have now one-way roads. That's great. And we also got leisure buildings and employees and better office complexes. And we also can go for sheep, furniture, and textiles. So there's a lot of new stuff here. Ah, I can't build the port like that. Okay, game. I don't mind. I don't argue. I'm fine with your decisions. Wonderful. Okay. Although I didn't expect it to be like that. In most games, your port buildings are right on top of the water, but it's fine. So what has changed now is I have access to a new group of people. So they will consume other goods. They'll consume way more goods. So these guys are really just not that profitable. So we're going to go for a more wealthy stratum, the employees. One good thing about craftsmen, though, if you really just need workers for whatever reason that might be, they're really good because they don't have high demands. You can't utilize that, you know? There we go. But for now, we're just going to slam down some new jobs and get ourselves some employees there. So, as it seems, the fruit farm doesn't care a single bit about the pollution next door. That's a good thing. Okay, so let's go for the textile industry next. We're going to put up a sheep farm. And then the textile factory as soon as I am able to. So, the brickyard was lacking material to work with. Well, my carriers are always at the brink of madness, but that's okay. That's how logistics work, you know? It's a constant fight against madness. Now, give that sheep farm some water, and I hope I can now build the textile factory. The beautiful thing in this game about pretty much every consumer good that you can produce, the people that consume it pay money for it. That's pretty awesome, because that means the textiles we're producing here will give us money. Resources, yeah. And we're almost out of tools. That's the first thing. So we're going to buy ourselves some tools. Tools. I want to be at a constant supply of 10 of these, or let's say 15. It's a tad bit costly at first, but it's pretty much worth it. Ching! Lots of money paid, but whatever. And about spice, we're going to go for a constant supply of 5 of these. Spices can't be produced by yourself. You have to import them. Pretty funny concept. But also pretty much blowing a hole into my budget. But whatever. It's going to please the employees. Also, we're definitely needing more lumberjack. But I'm a little bit torn, you know. The problem there is I'll be unlocking the medium lumberjack yard rather soon-ish. But on the other hand, I know that building materials are a constant bottleneck at the beginning of the game. Yeah, I already bought spices, dear tooltips. I know what I'm doing, but thanks. So the brickyard is lacking. Oh, we have a double lag. So we're out of power. We can now build coal power stations and gas power stations and other, but we can also just build medium wind turbines. For now, I'll stick with the turbines. I really hope that this gets reworked at some point, because as it is right now, power is pretty same-ish, and there's only one downside to the wind power thingies that I've found so far. They are a little bit inefficient in terms of space usage versus the others. But if you check out the other, check out the coal power stations. I ain't got the resource to build one, but its pollution radius is outright insane. And yeah, what can I say? I don't like it, therefore. So one other thing we're going to do, we're going to sell our wood as soon as it's more than 40, or to sell it down to this, and same goes for the brick. I really like to sell overproductions of building materials, because, you know, there's no use in keeping them. So I always find it a very valuable thing to do something about that. All right, so our people are asking for more jobs. Will do. I'm going to build another clay pit there. I'm not sure if we're overproducing them. Probably. So let's build another brickyard right next to that too. Bam. This is providing jobs and building material. And what I personally totally like about this game, any overproduction that you achieve can be turned into money. You just sell it. You don't need to worry about overproducing at all. If you overproduce anything, you just sell it. Right now, our overproduction isn't that high in any regard. I'm also not a big fan of selling away my food or something like that. By the way, checking out the fish. Production 3, consumption 6. Ah, here, there's a nice, clear readout about that. Okay. So, we're going to put up another road here. Not able to. Well, let's put it down here. That should be fine. There we go. Just 2 fisher yards, so we're set. And we're also officially broke. Not a big surprise there, but oh, I think I am also. Yeah, we're starting to consume more water than we're producing, and I'm running out of money here in a very stupid way. Damn. Okay. Well, there's a way of counteracting that. We're selling more brick. And the other thing I'll do is I'll be buying a bank quite soonish, but well, at the same time, we're earning money too. Let's just amp up the sales rates. And as you see here, we're also already gaining money via trade. But not that good. So let's demolish one of those fisheries. The thing here is every industry does cost you money. And therefore, every industry that you don't really need should be torn down at some point, because it's just costing you money. There's a little bit of a trickiness behind that, but only a little bit. So here, we got that water problem down. What? Water building not connected to network? Are you kidding me? It is connected now. Good. And sometimes the game is just a little bit slow at accepting that things are actually happening. Okay, so more office buildings. We're now scraping a little bit on the brink of bankruptcy, but you know, the cash flow at the end of the day is positive, so it's fine. Don't worry about if the cash flow is positive, you know. And that's why I love trading in this game so much. You can get yourself out of so many problems by just constantly selling stuff that you're overproducing. Yo, textiles, look at that. We're going to sell these as well. There we go. And so, little by little, I can stabilize my economy, I guess. There's also a good reason to just build yet another trade port. I never checked it out. So, yeah, trade ports actually provide 30 workspaces, but they also cost us 1,400 bucks per month. So, I'd rather not. There is a lack of fish. Yeah, we're actually really consuming more than we're consuming more than we're producing. Whoopsie, but that's okay. There is a lack of veg as well, but only also slightly. But that also means we're well able to put up new farms. That's a good thing, because that means we can provide new jobs. In this game, I love that feeling, you know? In the real economy, people are always talking about the importance of job creation. In this game, you really feel that necessity and how much work and problems that makes. Because I'm constantly juggling my expenses versus my income, so I can provide better jobs for my people. Well, right now it's more about providing the veg people need, but you get the idea. Also, since the income seems to be stable again, let's bring up another fishery, because it seems like we actually need it. Okay. So how many jobs for a fishery? 60. Wow. I had no clue that so many people are working there. I really should check out more often how much workspace these things provide. Okay. Brickyards aren't as good in providing jobs as I thought. And we also should consider our garbage collector at some point to give him an upgrade or something like that. Now, next thing, I want to shut down the trade with wood, because there's better things we can do with wood. Let's put up a industry for that. Furniture factory? Factory, dang. Factory, of course. Yeah, well, that brickyard is constantly out of material, but that's okay. So I'm going to put up a new road there. So let's see. A one-way road to up there. Let's see how my carriers will do this, if they will use this road. I'm hoping that all the carriers working there will now use that pathing at some point, but let's see. If this road is not being used, I'm going to change it. But here's the first dude driving there. So, and another one-way road into this direction. And let's see how that'll play out. I'm hoping that this will take a little bit of the traffic away from this node here by people driving. Yeah, it works out. Yay! I solved a little bit of a problem there. Me happy now. All right. So money is flushing in quite nicely, and I think we're ready for the next expansion. Wait a sec. There's two buildings that I've totally... You know, we should build a town hall, after all. Pretty cool to have a town hall. And I also want to have a bank. Well, let's put that bank into the employees area. And what's there? Ah, a courthouse, but I'm not that interested in the courthouse. We're lacking water. No water for the bank. Oh, let the bankers run dry. No, we won't. That's not how we operate here. We're professionals. Okay, there. So, let's see. How high is my wood consumption versus my production? Woohoo! Not good. So, definitely needs an upgrade. There we go. Alright. Wood is a very, very important construction resource, and therefore I really need to take care that I have a constant supply of that. Okay, so I'd say this is a good spot to say end of episode 1. I thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I'm appreciating this game a lot, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves here as well. Drop your comments down below. Questions, tips, ideas, whatever. I'm more than happy to hear from you. And leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course consider subscribing to my channel. There's daily content waiting for you there, alongside with hundreds of other videos. So I'd be super happy to see you guys there. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.